Okay, so once again, I decided to stop recording to take a short break, and suddenly several weeks have passed, and I no longer remember how to play this game, but it's fine, because as I recall the last time, I decided to. As I recall the last time, I decided to stop trying to progress through that one area and practice with my new weapon. And I'm just going to cut this out, maybe make it into like a bonus video. I don't really know. But I'm going back to the pit. And we're just gonna hit it up a bit as I remember what buttons do what. Okay, there we go. And that is how I having difficulties. That's fine, that's what the practice is for. I don't... Okay, so the weird audio problem I was having, it's the headphones I'm using. I know it is, oh, I died. So anyway, as I was saying, it's better than it was last time, so I'm probably gonna have to, like, noodle with the positioning until it stops being the way that it is, but this is fine, I can make this work. Actually, thank you. I actually went to the store to try and buy new ones, but it, so you know how you have to ask the store people to please give you the keys so that you can get the thing that you want, and the store person was like, yeah, I'll be right there, I'm just helping this other customer, and then he wasn't right there, and I ended up just leaving without the headed phones. Still not sure how I feel about this new weapon. I mean, it's not like I'm very good with the other weapon. So it's not like I can say, oh, well, it just doesn't suit my playstyle, because my playstyle is just being very bad at the video game. But I am having a lot more trouble aiming, I feel, than I did with the saw cleaver. Which is unfortunate. Do I want to be brave? Yeah, I think I want to be brave. Like, get out of my way. Hey, you. Follow me, I don't want to fight you here. Come over here so I can stab you. Or try, anyway. Oh. Oh, shit! That is not ideal. Excuse me, sir. Well... Maybe the Kirkenhammer will click with me then, but if not, I'll buy the spear and we'll see where the spear takes me. Okay. shoot. That's fine. So, at some point, last weekend that I was recording this, I went to a haunted house. I go to the same one every year with my family, and it's very fun. They didn't change it up much this year from last year, so it was all like the same basically, but that's fine because that just means that I have running jokes now. And there's this one part in the haunted house where it's like a chapel and there's like an evil preacher there. And last year he was like, I will swallow your soul to some rando, and I was like, ooh, take my soul, because obviously, right, it would be hilarious. And he was like, no, you're too evil. I'm like, oh, okay, that doesn't seem fair, but that's fine. So this year, I come, and this time he was like, no, I won't take your soul because you're not evil enough. So there's no pleasing this man. And I'm upset about it. I worked hard to get less evil, I suppose. More blood echoes. I do have enough for the spear, but I didn't actually look at the stats that I would need to equip it, so maybe I should just... Hi. Oh. Anyway, other than the mean creature, it was fine. There was also like they do multiple attractions there, so it's like a hayride and a haunted house, and where are you, bud? Thank you. And there's like another thing that's like a walk through the spooky haunted forest, but this year and last year it was ghost pirate themed. We didn't do that one again this year because we're like, it's probably going to be the same. And considering that everything else was also the same, we were probably right. Excuse you. Anyway, I am once again going to blame this on partially the audio. I'm going to cut out the sounds of me fucking around with this, so everyone hang on. Okay, I don't know if that fixed anything. I'm going to talk to you for a second.
An aqueduct.
I forget if that line is supposed to be voiced or not. I can't hear it at all if it is. I do hear his coughing, though. Right there. Yeah, that did not help, actually. This should be fine. Hi there! You know, it's obviously pretty effective because it keeps, like, ruining my whole day. But the way they, like, shove their pitchfork at me, like, broadside, instead of trying to stab me with the pointy end, is just so strange to me. Because, like, isn't the stabbing the point of trying to use that as a weapon? I don't know. Okay, this is deeply embarrassing. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, what else has been going on in my life? Not much today. I went to the grocery store, as I sometimes do, and a wild Karen appeared and just yelled spinach at me. And I was so taken aback I didn't even have the presence of mind to, like, name another vegetable at her, which would have been a funny joke, but it didn't happen for me that time. Excuse you. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I want a little extra blood echoes just in case I, like, need to level up one of my abilities to be able to equip the spear, like, I don't know, maybe Dex. Oh no. Everybody, please stop trying to shoot me with a gun. Fuck. I'm just gonna say, I don't like this weapon. I think we can all agree that I gave it a fair shake. Nope. Nope. There we go. Let me just go collect the blood echoes that I lost, and we're gonna grab the spear, we're gonna see how that does. Thank you. I know sometimes it's me, sometimes I don't always hit what I mean to. My aim's not always amazing, but that sword just... I don't know, it's worse than the saw cleaver, which is what I have been using. So what's up, fucker? Oh, well. Tried to get fancy, did not go well for me, but that's fine. Okay, there we go. So yeah, the wild Karen appeared and just yelled spinach at me. And I was like, what? And she was all, oh, do you not work here? And I gestured to the full cart of groceries I had and was like, no. And she was like, oh, okay, and went back to, like, looking at canned peas or whatever the fuck she was doing. It's like, that's not how you ask for things, first of all. But, like, don't speak to me ever, so... I just kind of went about my day. But, like, man, that really got under my skin. Because, like, is that how you talk to people who work at grocery stores? No, of course not. Like, imagine being that rude. And I imagine it would have been easy for her to find out if I worked there or not by simply saying, excuse me, do you work here, instead of screaming spinach at me. Like, even if I did work there, what am I supposed to do with spinach? Like, she wasn't even in the vegetable section. I guess she had canned vegetables, but do they can spinach? I don't think I've ever seen canned spinach before. Maybe I'm just not looking closely enough. Oh, you're the one who stole my eggs. Maybe I'm just not looking closely enough at the canned vegetable aisle. But, like, spinach was never really one of the options I was presented with, to my knowledge. Excuse me, I was healing. Thank you. Okay, so I've got my echoes. Got some blood vial. What's this over here? Did I not grab this before? Oh, some free money. And I need all the cash I can get, so I might as well just... So yeah, that was my big adventure for the day. I've also made the mistake of playing Poker Clicker again. I'm not getting into the berry farming though. I'm not doing that to myself again. Because I don't, if you've never played Poke Clicker, once you unlock the berries, you can theoretically crossbreed any berry from any gen. Oh shit. Just by, you know, doing it smartly. Sorry, lost my train of thought there. By putting the right combinations in, but they're all on different length timers, so you've got to watch it like a fucking hawk, and it's just the most miserable thing. But like, you need to do it because certain berries attract certain types of Pokemon, and that's the easiest way to get the starters of each, because you've got to get all of the you've got to fill out the region's Pokedex in order to progress to the next region. I'm trapped in Hoenn because I haven't been able to catch... Oh, what is it that's stymieing me? Not Spiel, I caught Spiel. But like, one of those, you know? I need to get the Reggies as well, actually. I had to do a whole quest line to unlock them, and then I've got to go through the same dungeon a bunch of times in the hopes that maybe this time I'll get it. It's a bit of a hassle, if I'm being honest, but, you know, it's kind of fun. Yeah, I'll risk it. No. Where are my Molotov cocktails? Why are they not on my bar? Where are my Molotov cocktails? Why are they not in my inventory? My life is honestly so hard. Okay, that's fine. Throw a rock at it. Yeah, you know I'm coming for you. Wow, you normally make sounds, and you are not making any sounds that I can hear. I know it's probably coming through on the recording, that's fine, but, like, fuck. But, like, for me, where I'm at, I don't hear noise at all. So that's fun. Okay, well, I'm not gonna bother running through the pit again. I'm just gonna go back to where the Echoes would have dropped, grab those, and I should have enough cash monies to... Yeah, I know, buddy. To grab that spear and take it for a test run. You following me? No, he's fine. The weird wolf is standing between me and my echoes. It's an unfortunate place for you to be standing, my guy. Ah, shit. Okay. Oh. Hammering the wrong button again. Wouldn't be a Bloodborne video without me doing that. On the bright side of this being, the audio being the way it is, it doesn't make the loud game over noise in my ears. It's coming through on the recording, probably. I can like double check that after I finish. Getting these again out of the way. Nerd. Nobody cares, buddy. Okay, werewolves. I know. Fuck you! No! My echoes! My life is so hard. Well, guess I'm running through the pit again. Let's try and build up some of that which I have lost. I know, buddy. Don't like being here? Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I might as well use that actually. Did you drop bullets I'm not going to use? I really should try to utilize those more effectively than I do. I feel like that's a core game mechanic that I'm just not using. Miss. It's fine. Oh! There's another dead guy. But he does not have ragdoll's physics, so I guess he's just scenery. How sad. Hey, buddy. Miss. That was embarrassing for both of us, if I'm being honest. I guess I'm just really bad at identifying sounds. Forgot I did not have Molotov cocktails. Anyways, as I was saying, I guess I'm really bad at identifying sounds. Because, like, the fire was coming through really strongly, and I was like, oh, is that footsteps? Like, no, it's just the fire, which is playing the only thing that's coming through on this audio channel for some reason. I keep using words like I know what they mean, like audio channel. Excuse you. Anyway, so, like, the thing about the weapons is, it's no fun to just, like, pick a single weapon and have that be your brand, right? Like, take the starter weapon. Like with Pokemon, you want to try out a variety of dudes to see what you like, or you could be like me and decide that what you like is the starter and never change, or like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, like, I get, like, weirdly emotionally attached to my weapons. Like, this is kind of a dumb example, but, like, when I play Kingdom Hearts, I always feel bad when I swap out from the Kingdom Key, because, like, well, I guess that's a different example, because that's, like, a mascot weapon or whatever, right? I don't know, I just kind of feel that way with all of my swords, though. Hi, I would like the item, thank you. Bullets I don't need, thanks. Huh. Didn't there used to be a bell thingy here? I guess it decided that since I wasn't going to use it, it didn't need to be here. That's fine. Hi there. You know, a smarter me would have, like... charged up an attack while its back was turned and done something cool, but... well, I'm not the smarter me. I'm the disaster me who just got ground into paste. It's fine. I'm out of tea. My life is so hard.